All right, good morning. Listen, I'm all messed up. I just woke up. I gotta change out this windshield wiper motor assembly underneath the cowl of my Jeep. I'm gonna show you quickly what I did. Here we go. First thing I did is I took the windshield wiper off. There was a nut here. You just have to take off. When you take that off, you take the windshield wiper off. There's obviously a cover that goes over all this. It goes over it so it hides the nut. But I take that off. The next thing I did was I took these off. These are the bolts with the star fitting, and they're on the cowl like that. So you just take them off. I took them off both sides, and now I just got to yank this off, and it's attached in here. I'm going to try to lift it. You could take this off of the cowl, but I think the whole thing comes off, and I'm going to try to do that now. So in order to get the cowl off, I had to lift the hood. I didn't get it off yet. I have to figure out how to pop these suckers out. They're just little plastic inserts. See a little plastic insert there? Plastic insert there. Those have to come off. So I just have to work on that. That's what I'm doing. All right, so basically I just sort of stuck my screwdriver under there while I was lifting the cowl and got it off. So now I just got to kind of wiggle it out around the arm, around these things here. Just wiggle it out. And looks like I have to lower the hood, but I'll pull it off now. So getting it off is just a matter of wiggling it around the hinge of the windshield. And these plastic pieces here that stick out, they kind of fit like one's under the other. So you just have to pop it off. Like I said, you could take that plastic piece off, the little filter thing or whatever, the little leaf catcher. You can take that off of the cowl. It'd probably be easier to take off and then just work on this piece, but wasn't that hard. Just wiggled it, it came out. So now I just have to take that out right there. You can see it's clipped. There's a clip here for the electricity. And it just bolts in, and this is the new one here. It's a Mopar part. I got a Mopar, I didn't get an aftermarket. Probably better to do that. I would suggest that you get the proper part. Don't get some aftermarket. You're only saving a few bucks. So I'm gonna take that bolt off there, right there, and that one over there, and that's it. That's what holds it on. It also kind of has right in under there. It also has this like little insert into the frame itself, and that's that piece right there. That piece right there. That sits in there, and then the two bolt areas here and here will just bolt back to the Jeep itself. So I'm gonna take those off. Oh, I wanted to point out, to take this off here, this nut, it's a half inch nut. I use a half-inch socket to take that off. So now I'm gonna take that nut off there. Actually, it's a bolt actually, but I'm gonna take that off with the 10 millimeter socket. All right, let's take that off. I have to put the camera down for this one. All right, now I'll do the other side. So you can see I took it off here. That's off. Now I'll do the other side. It's odd to do this while holding the camera. All right, so I got the bolt off. Now I just gotta disconnect the electrical, pop it out of the frame, and we're good to go. Let me disconnect this electrical. Looks like I got these clips. These red clips, you have to pop them out and then pull it out. So I'll have to pop them out with a screwdriver. I don't have fingernails for that, but I basically pop the red up. I just gotta try to pop this sucker by squeezing this here. The red's out of the way, and that's it. Disengage. That's it. So now I can just take this. Let me make sure it's in there enough. All right, so now I just gotta pull this out with my hands. Just pull it out. It's so hard to do this with a phone in my hand. Hold on. There it is. This sucker is making a lot of noise. Sometimes it doesn't come on. Oh, it doesn't come on when it's cold. And also, it makes a howling noise like a freight train when it is on. So that's it. We're gonna take this and put the new one on, and hopefully all is well. Here we go. This is pretty simple. Basically, I just sat that little rubber end down there into the frame and then just bolted on. And let me tell you why I'm doing this myself. I went to the dealer and asked them to replace this, and they said, well, it's $300 for the part and it'll be $870, you know, total. So, you know, they're looking at $300 and they want $570 for labor. This is a Sunday morning. It's, you know, beautiful out, a little cold, and it's so simple to do yourself. Save yourself the $570. Learn, especially if you have a Jeep, learn how to do these things because you'll save a lot of money in the long run. The part cost me $248 online, and it's a genuine Mopar part. All right, I'm gonna put those bolts in now. I'm just gonna tighten it with my hand. All right, and the rest will be with the ratchet. All right, so it's in. I re-engaged the electrical. I'm gonna turn on the windshield wipers to make sure it works. There we go. I don't hear any crazy sounds, just a regular hum of a motor. You had to hear the other one. It was so crazy. Anyway, that's it. I just got to put it all back together. Believe it or not, that was the hardest part of the whole thing, is just dealing with these stupid plastic push pins. Now, obviously, you know, it is colder, so plastic doesn't move as easy or doesn't flex as easy, but I got to put them into those two black tabs. I just got to put those push pins in and then bolt it down and I'm done. All right, so the two push pins are in there. I'll push those down in a minute. I just want to, yeah, I guess I'll push it down now. What the hell? Yeah, I just got to push the arc in. Yeah, the worst part, these stupid little plastic push pins. There we go. All right, so I just got to put the four bolts here, 2 and 2. I'll do that now. Okay, those two are in. I'll go on the other side, and we'll do these. I'll do these with my hand for a bit until I get it down. This really is an easy install. Like I said, these little plastic pieces, these little plastic parts are what really caused the issue. You know, when you get a Jeep, this tool comes with it. I love it. You know, it's a neat little tool and pretty much takes apart your whole Jeep. But I use a regular ratchet, but for these little bolts here with the star, all this comes with the Jeep. It's pretty neat. So, what the heck, I'll use it. Let me get my hand on the right place. Just doing it, there we go. Don't over tighten these, just tighten them enough that they're snug. You don't want to do anything to damage the actual surface of the Jeep itself. You know, just make sure they're tight enough. Know your own strength. You should know, if you've worked with tools, you should know how tight things are. All right, I'm gonna put the windshield wipers on next. Okay, when you put the windshield wiper on, make sure that you put it where, you know, the wiper sits here. You don't want it to fall down below because it'll just start scraping through at the joint there. You want the windshield wiper to sit right within that black section, that black zone. So when you pop it in, be careful how you set this. Pop it in nice and tight, and then put the 1/2-inch nut on it. So that's it. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna push it in. Keep this nice and square within that black zone of the windshield, and tighten it up. Okay, let's get this right about here. Go right there. So there's a little angle to it, but yeah, right about there. So I'm gonna push it in. I'm gonna push it in tight, and then put the 1/2-inch nut on it. Okay, so that's it now. Now I just have to put the plastic cover over it. Let me go grab that. There's one, and I got the other one on the other side. Okay. There, that's in there nice and tight. And bada bing, there it is. All right, let's run these wipers and make sure everything's good. I'm gonna put my hood down just to get it out of the way. run the wipers. That's it. All right. Smooth? Smooth. They are so smooth. Smooth. All right, let's see how it is outside. Okay. Look like they're doing their job. All right, let's make sure they stop in the black. I'm gonna turn it off. There we go. And bada bing. That's it, everyone. Listen, you can save a lot of money. You save a lot of money on labor if you do these things yourself. And with the economy and everything the way it is now, you have to be more autonomous, self-sufficient. You have to start doing all of these things yourself. Try not to rely on others, because right now those others cost you a ton of money. Very simple things like that, like changing out the wiper, assembly motor, whatever you guys call it, assembly motor, transmission, etc. To change that out is so easy. It's just four bolts for the cowl, a little bit of wiggle in here to get this off, 2 1/2-inch nuts that hold the wiper on, and then 2 10mm underneath, 2 10mm bolts that hold the wiper assembly on. That's it. Do it yourself, guys. Save yourself $570 in labor. Have a good one.